Welcome to Wisdom Academy of IT. In this tutorial series we are going to show you how to create Spring Boot CRUD application using JPA Hibernate. As a database we are using H2 in-memory database, but you can change database according to your requirement. To create Spring Boot project you can use Spring Tool Suite, or you can go to start.spring.io website. Enter your project configurations and select JPA and H2 dependencies, then press Generate button. This website will generate Spring Boot Maven project with all the configurations and dependencies. Then go to Spring Tool Suite import project as existing Maven project. This image shows main three layers of our application. Controller, service, repository has completely three different responsibilities. We will explain later about those responsibilities. Spring Boot is a Spring Framework module which provides rapid application development feature to the Spring Framework. It is highly dependent on the starter templates feature which is very powerful. Spring Boot starters are templates that contain a collection of all the relevant transitive dependencies that are needed to start a particular functionality. For example, if you want to create a Spring Web MVC application, then in a traditional setup, you would have included all required dependencies yourself. It leaves the chances of version conflict which ultimately result in more runtime exceptions. With Spring Boot, to create MVC application all you need to import is Spring Boot Starter Web dependency. The first step to work with data in database is to model its structure in JPA entity classes and create repository interfaces for them. Remember to include only JPA API annotations javax.persistence to decouple Hibernate from application code. Whenever possible, extend JPA repository interface to allow us to create repository implementations automatically, at runtime, for any given entity class. The types of entity class and its ID field are specified in the generic parameters on JPA repository. The service layer is optional, still recommended to perform additional business logic if any. Generally, we will connect with repository here for CRUD operations. Finally, expose all operations through REST endpoints. Clients will connect with these endpoints to insert, get, update, delete employees' records. Notice the usage of annotations at REST controller, at request mapping, at get mapping, at post mapping, and at delete mapping to map various URIs to controller methods. Now when coding part is done, start the Spring Boot application. Let's open Insomnia. Insomnia is a powerful REST API client with cookie management, environment variables, code generation, and authentication for Mac, Windows, and Linux. Insomnia REST Client is a tool in the API tools category of a tech stack. Now I'm going to insert 2 records using this REST client. But you can use Postman or any REST client for this process. To insert records, we should call toPost method. Also to retrieve records, we should use get method.